The 1.4 power unit is quite rare and only on cars in the basic configuration. Most of the cars with such an engine have practically exhausted their resource today, since such cars were mainly bought in a taxi fleet. The 1.8 engine can bring a lot of negative emotions. The main problem lies in the throttle and the control unit. Because of this, the engine can stall and does not start the first time, and at idle it constantly floats. This problem is treated by installing firmware from a 2-liter engine. Also, when choosing a car with a 1.8 engine, you need to make sure that it is dry, as it often breaks through the valve cover gasket and cylinder heads. All engines except 1.4 could be equipped with an automatic transmission or a manual transmission. With a 1.4 engine, only a manual transmission was installed. All Ford Focus 2 engines paired with a mechanical transmission provide a good dynamic ride. Unfortunately, these words cannot be said about the automatic transmission, since it works quite slowly. Engines and transmissions have a considerable resource of work and are considered one of the main advantages of the second-generation Focus. Even cars with a mileage of more than 150,000 kilometers do not cause any particular complaints in this regard. A mechanical transmission can present unpleasant surprises in the form of difficult reverse gear shifting, which is accompanied by a crunch. The problem is due to the lack of synchronizers, so after constant mishandling, the reverse gear starts to fly out. It is this drawback that you should pay attention to when choosing a Ford Focus 2 with mileage. During the operation of a Ford Focus 2 with a gasoline engine, you need to be prepared for high fuel costs. So, for example, a 1.6-liter engine paired with mechanics in the city consumes 10–11 liters per 100, and in a 2-liter engine with an active driving motor, the consumption can be up to 15 liters per 100 kilometers. Diesel engines demonstrate unpretentiousness in operation, excellent traction and moderate fuel consumption, 6–8 liters per 100 km. However, it must be remembered that a diesel engine is sensitive to the quality of diesel fuel. If we talk about Ford Focus 2 suspension, then first we need to mention that its design is rather unusual, as for a Golf-class car of that time, here McPherson is installed in front and a multi-link in the back. This arrangement gives the car excellent handling and a good ride. The rear suspension, if you drive in a big city on a good road and occasionally drive down a country road, will last up to 100,000 km, and if on bad ones, then the service lines will be no more than 70,000 km. And if the rear suspension required repairs, then it's better to do a major overhaul if you don't want to visit the service station once a week. The Ford Focus 2 salon is aesthetic and concise, and it will be quite comfortable for a driver of average height or seat, but there are many reviews of tall owners 185 cm and above that there will be not enough leg room. There will also be little room for a passenger sitting behind the driver. If you are the owner of this car model, please describe the problems that you had to face during the operation of the car. Perhaps it is your review that will help readers of our site when choosing a car.